Bullet Train is a movie based on a Japanese novel. And that's pretty much all I knew about it going into the movie. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know who all was in the movie, to be honest. When I heard Japanese novel, I kind of assumed they were talking about manga, but it turns out, no, they were actually talking about like maybe a real novel, like a novel with words and chapters instead of pictures and dialogue bubbles. You know what I'm saying? The plot to Bullet Train is simple. A hitman is hired to grab a briefcase and get off at the next stop. Unfortunately, he's not the only person on this particular bullet train who wants that briefcase. There is at least, let's see, by my count, at least 5, but considering 2 of them are working together, maybe you could lower that count down to like 4 other assassins who are looking for this briefcase, including my favorite, the duo of Tangerine and Lemon. Those dudes are hands down my favorite characters in the entire movie. Lemon in particular, because it's just something about a dude who shoots people in the head for a living relating to Thomas the Tank Engine and getting all of his life lessons from Thomas the Tank Engine of all things. It's like, real? To each their own, I guess. I mean, Thomas the Tank Engine was honestly a little after my time when it comes to kids' TV, but, you know, to each their own, I guess. The movie is definitely very cartoony, but I personally don't consider that a detriment. If anything, I consider that a benefit. It's not impossible to take a premise like this seriously, but it's not especially easy either. And the fact that the movie doesn't really seem to take itself especially seriously really kind of helps. And it does kind of fall victim to one of the things I really don't like, i.e. non-sequential storytelling. But you know something? The way they handle the flashbacks is tolerable. In fact, I actually kind of liked some of the flashbacks and how they tied into the story. And the way this movie did it, it made sense, and I'm willing to forgive it. I would hesitate to call Bullet Train high art, but it's definitely a well put together action movie. There's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of gunfights, there's a lot of clever one-liners. The big twist at the end where the assassins who survive all figure out the truth about why they're on the bullet train and so forth and so on. I don't want to spoil too much, but the big reveal at the end for why all the assassins are there on the bullet train was another delicious little bit of irony, and it just builds on itself and it gets funnier and sillier and more awesome as it goes. I could talk about this movie forever, but if I'm being entirely honest, you gotta go see this movie for yourself. It's probably one of the best action movies I've seen all year, if not for a while. There's really not a whole lot else I can say about the movie without spoiling it for you, so I'm just gonna cut this review a little short, and I'm just gonna say, go watch this movie. 3 hats out of 4.